Hello, I'm Josh,
And I'm Martin.
and we're here with another Total Tech Talk video after a little break. Martin, I apologize to you for being away for a little while, but I understand you had yourself a little vacation as well.
Yep, yes, yeah, that did. It was very good, and now I'm all energized to continue.
Disney Wish is a brand spanking new cruise ship by Disney Cruise Lines, and it was awesome. I definitely recommend it. And since we were away, and with all the footage I got from the vacation, I figured why not see if we can pick out all the technology and all the new, bells and whistles that this boat has, and it's loaded with technology. So I look forward to sharing it with you. You ready?
I'm looking forward to see it. I'm ready.
Let's do it. All right, so here we are, arriving at the port, and I was really impressed right from the start. They've got it; it's a well-oiled machine. Like coming here at this time, I'd expect there to be just cars backed up, and it wasn't. I mean, we just got right in, dropped our luggage off, and just got right in line for the ship. So this was our first somewhat up close shot of the ship there. And I mean, the thing is massive, and you can see up there they've got slides and
Holy crap.
yeah, and so this is the first big shot. This here isn't. So you got the front of the ship over here, and in the back of the ship they've got an adult-only area with an infinity pool, and it was just amazing.
So what do you do? I've never been on a cruise anywhere. I know some of my former colleagues in Denmark went to Florida and went on a cruise as tourists, but you go off and you say you drop your luggage off. I'm assuming you're driving your own car. So so what do you do? The practical bits.
So my in-laws from Michigan came down, and my father-in-law, who's in Virginia, he came down. So he had his own car, which he's in front of the black MKX here. And then obviously I'm in the Red Explorer here. So we all caravan together. And you can see. So I mean, there's like no cars at all. I don't know if it was just good timing for us or what, but I mean, they just wave you on, and I know this isn't really that technical. But I mean, they have to have systems in place to make this stuff work so smoothly. So
yeah, man, I've never seen any of this before. So I like my type is, how does he park his car? Does he then have to walk for an hour from a parking lot somewhere to
drop our luggage off there, and they brought it right to where it needed to be. Then we could go park the car, come right.
Okay.
And, I mean, it was cake, real nice and smooth getting in there. Here, getting right into the boat now. Very first look at the inside of the boat. Figure out where everything's at. You can see like all the lighting they have, and I mean, from what I saw, it was pretty much all of it LED. I mean, even in the stairs there, look at that. This is cool right here. Over here, they got this little slide. You can the kids will just slide down in there. I think it goes into a kids area, but I'm not positive about that. But
you deposit the kids in the slide.
yeah, get your ass in there.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll pick you up tomorrow. Be quiet.
Slap a RFID tag on them and
actually, so speaking technology, perfect segue. And so they have these wristbands before you even get on the boat. When you're checking in, every single kid gets this wristband, and it's clearly some RFID tied to it.
Yeah.
And with that, that links that to the kids' information, who their parents are, everything. So like we could tell Disney like it's okay for her to check herself out of kids areas. I mean, there's like so many settings that we could apply to that to have the Disney crew handle our children the way we want them to be. So,
So,
well,
so
if
that
we
way
send
it
them,
becomes more, yeah.
yeah, if we
It
send
becomes a
them
bit
to
of
a kids
vacation for you
area,
too as well.
exactly, yeah. So there's lots of kids area, and we can
Yeah.
send them there. And we, if we say no, don't let her check herself out. We know she's staying there. But
Yeah.
we felt really safe there on the Disney Wish, and we had 4 kids, and my daughter Amelia, she had her older cousin with her. So we told them, as long as you guys stay together, you can run around as much as you want.
Yeah, it's a pretty big ship, I can imagine. So it's easy to get lost for some, depending on
Yeah,
the age. And,
but I mean, you're not, as long as you're not jumping off the boat. We know you're somewhere on the boat.
yeah, exactly.
And there's just so much staff. The rate, I was curious about the ratio, and the ratio apparently is about 3 or 4 to 1 staff member. Finally, out of the entry, going down to the elevators. My brother-in-law, he got me my first beer on the boat, so got that going.
Priorities, right? Yeah,
Absolutely. So this is the castaway party. Everybody's just standing around waiting for it right now. But let's talk about this. So as far as technology goes on the Disney Wish, this is probably one of the key areas for sure. Being on the top deck here, this is where you're going to be spending, a lot of time if you're just wanting to be by the pool or just soaking in some sun. Over on the left here, over on the left over there, that's where there's food, and it just wraps around the whole back, and it comes over here. There's ice cream place over here, and everything's all inclusive. So I mean, you walk up and you say, I want an ice cream cone. The kids can do it. They just get an ice cream cone. You don't have to pay for it. So I mean, we told Amelia, you want ice cream anytime you want, go ahead and grab it. And kids love that, man. But yeah, so technology, this was the main screen, massive, and they've got smaller. They've got the smaller screens just scattered all around this deck, and I was kind of disappointed. There was one evening throughout the entire cruise, they're playing movies, and they were playing Ant-Man 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and it was late at night. Everybody else had, gotten tired, so I went up on the deck by myself, just enjoying the air, and I wanted to go back to where the infinity pool was, the adults only area, and they have monitors there, but for whatever reason they weren't playing the movies on the other monitors. They only played it on the main one, which I like. Why even have those monitors then?
Yeah.
But
there's a new Bluetooth standard out where you can broadcast to multiple devices actually. So I think it's just hasn't been official, where if you have like Bluetooth headset, it can, instead of going one to one device,
That's
it can do a
awesome.
broadcast. For example, if you were in a bar, you were in a location like this, you could just broadcast that out, and then you would just select it on your phone or whatever, say, I want to listen to the movie here. Bing, and it sends one signal. That's probably something they would do in the future in an upgrade or something.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I wish I could have gotten an inside look. I did ask. I wanted to. There's these 2 doors. That's where characters will come out for the dance in a moment.
Right.
But so I mean, this is a big room behind all these screens, and I really wish I could have just gotten a look at the wiring, everything they had going on in there. But I did get an up close look at the screen, and all it is just tiles. They snap them together.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're probably about 1 foot squares, and
like sports venues and stuff like that.
Right.
Outdoor. Yeah.
So this is the castaway party, and you can see, I mean, most everybody is up there at the castaway party.
Yeah.
So you get an idea of how many people are on the boat.
Yeah.
But this goes on for a while, and I did record a lot of it.
So how many?
There we go.
Do you have an idea how many people it can?
I want to say it's like over 3,000, and I think like 2,700 people were on this cruise.
It's a lot
And
of
with a
people.
ratio of 1 to 3, that would mean there's probably, you know, 800 to 1,000 staff members.
It's a big ship.
It is. Yeah.
Damn. That's a lot. Thinking of there has to be a lot of back corridors and all the off limits
Yeah.
places.
The architecture of the ship, like, you really didn't notice a whole
Yeah.
lot of, like, wasted space areas for crew. They had it
No.
all tucked away. Like, I have no idea where the crew stayed. I imagine they must have been on decks 1, 2,
Yeah.
3. They must have been on, because you could not access, like, 1
No.
or 2, I think. So,
Yeah, so I saw once something about a cruise ship, and they had like a corridor going all through the ship for staff only, so they could get directly
Yeah.
a straight line from one into another if they wanted. So
yeah.
get
And
to the points they needed to.
I did see, early on when they were getting all the luggage rolled around, a couple of the maintenance doors were open, getting peeks inside. And yeah, that's definitely
Yeah.
how it was arranged. Like all the cabins were mostly on the outside, either port or starboard. There weren't a whole lot of cabins that were in the center of the boat. So I think that's exactly how they had it set up. They had, a big hallway in the center that staff used, and they could get up and down wherever they needed to go. Because, room service, for example, you could order room service, and it would be there in a half hour, which pretty
cool.
impressed. So this was the first dinner night. I was real excited. I'm an Avengers Marvel guy, so this was fun for me. So I unfortunately didn't bring my GoPro in, so I recorded everything on my phone. So it's this is in 1080 instead of 4K,
Yeah.
so it's a little
Nice.
blurry. But yeah, so get a shot. There we go. So they have these monitors all over the place, and then these devices on each table, and then I just wanted to point them out. But look at the LED lighting, and like, awesome. Like, just awesome. Really well designed. There's 3 main dining areas: Marvel, Arendelle, and then I think it's 1926. I might be wrong on the
Okay.
year. But so the Marvel, obviously Marvel themed. Arendelle is Frozen themed, and then 1926 is it's based on early animation. So they have kind of like museum stuff in there you can look at, but it definitely wasn't as fun for the kids, I can promise you that. Marvel would probably be where kids that like comic books and stuff would like to be, and then Arendelle, if you like princesses and Disney stuff, that's where you'll like. But you get to go into each of them, and I don't think we chose that. I'm pretty sure that just by default you get to. But they have this whole little show, both at the Marvel one and at the Arendelle one. And you can see Ant-Man and the Wasp is here.
So do you just stand in line for the restaurant, or do you have to order a
No.
table, or
It's all pre-scheduled, so like lunchtime you kind of just figure it out. And they do have some more restaurants you can pay extra, but I mean this is included. This is included.
yeah, okay, cool. So it seems to be full. So I was just thinking,
Yeah. Right. Yeah. No, it's just based on time. So here we go. So this is the little device on the table. And I won't spoil it. Some people end up going on the cruise, but it's part of the show. Yeah, it was
something
fun.
happens.
I feel like, cruise ships, there's like some things in the world that like you can look at and get an idea of how far we've come technology wise, and a floating city, I feel like, is one of them. You can get a good idea of how far our engineering and everything has come looking at the stuff on this ship. It is unbelievable.
It's I wonder how deep it is on the water, how far it goes
Yeah,
underwater.
yeah.
The ship.
They do have feet lines on the side of it. You could actually tell, but I don't remember. And I am really impressed. Like you can only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these lifeboats, and I wouldn't
Yeah.
call them lifeboats. They're more like life submarines because they're fully enclosed. And they can hold a lot of people, and I'm sure it's not going to be comfortable in there, but they can hold a lot of people. And I would imagine probably somewhere else more would come out, but I can't imagine with 7 on this side, 7 on the other side. I cannot imagine being able to fit all the people on that boat just on 14 of these. But I could be wrong. It was all you can eat. So, I mean, literally at any point in the day, you can go to the Marceline Market. Well, no, the Marceline Market did have certain times, but like around the pool was open a lot. So, I mean, you could always find food. Room service was open, I think, until 12 at night. So you could be in your room, just call room service, get pretty much anything you could imagine.
Is that included?
Yeah, room service was included, and you know we made it a point. We did it every night. Just
Yeah,
you know,
that's so fun.
yeah. I mean, it was included, and I mean, if we weren't hungry, but you know, I
Could
just
have a
get
little
like
snack.
some wings, and they had like
Yeah.
a charcuterie board that was
Yeah.
delicious. Just little things, and
I would absolutely do that if I were on the cruise ship and it was included.
Yeah.
I wouldn't abuse things and be,
yeah,
you know, stupid,
try
but-
not to be wasteful, but
Yeah, I
definitely
wouldn't be
take-
wasteful. That's not what I'm saying.
enjoy it.
Yeah, this looks awesome.
Yeah,
What's
the
that?
wine
Is that
cellar.
the wine?
That's a wine cellar right there.
No,
yeah,
that can't be inclusive.
And no, I gotta talk about this. It popped in my head talking about packages, Wi-Fi, internet access. Man, I was frustrated with that. It cost for me and my wife over $200 for 4 days worth of a 1 megabyte internet connection.
Ooh. Yeah, the problem is also with Wi-Fi that if when you use that and you're connected to Wi-Fi, your phone thinks that, hey, we are on a plentiful line. I mean, newer versions of Android and
Yeah,
iOS
you can
do
set it
support
to
that
a
it's
metered
limited.
connection. Yeah,
Yeah, but they didn't used to do that all the time. And there's a whole thing to talk about there. I just read that was SpaceX and Starlink. They now are going to. That was Carnival Cruises, though. They're going to put the connectivity of those. Although that would only be in the beginning close to coastal areas because their coverage at open sea is very poor.
Yeah.
Non-existent almost.
yeah.
But so that could come in the future. But I was almost thinking. I was thinking that when you're on a cruise like that, don't you want to? I see a reason why you might need to connect and be online, but there's also something to be said about not being online.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, that's true.
you're forced to talk to your family.
Having to pay for a 1 megabyte internet connection is a little ridiculous these days.
It's a bit much. Yeah.
Yeah. And,
It's
you know,
suddenly-
I understand getting internet onto a cruise ship is a challenge, but just the same, I feel like today, satellites, it's possible.
doable.
It's possible a decade ago. It's possible today.
So you say you need an app or something like that.
Right. Yeah. So the app, it links to everything on the boat. So all the
Right.
events, whatever you have scheduled, reserved, your dining, everything is in this app. And additionally, Disney, you know, they say that they're basically admitting like, yeah, we don't have internet. You know, I'm trying not to put words in their mouth, but
No.
in my opinion, I feel like what they do to try and get around not having free internet is they have this communication tool within the app, so you can add other people, your family. You can add it to this little chat section of the app, so you can use that to communicate.
Okay. Yeah.
But
So
it has its problems.
okay, but I can see that because it's not just calling people. You can say, "Hey, I'm down at the pool or at this pool. Hey, I'm just sitting up here at this bar, or whatever." So you could just, yeah, I can see that's actually a good point. Communication, because today we are used to just sending an iMessage and SMS or whatever, or whatever message system you use, depending on who you are and how old you are. But we're all used to just text each other or send a message or just, hey, I'm going to be late from the pool, or I'm going to be whatever. I'm going back and taking a nap or something like that.
Yeah. And it's interesting. Like we've become so used to just being able to hit each other up like that.
Yeah.
And when you lose that, you're like, well, how the hell do we find each other?
Right.
And, like before phones and texting, you would have to figure that out.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm going to go to the pool for 2 hours. At 3 o'clock, I want you to be here.
We meet at this point under the clock or at this light,
Right,
or
yeah.
at this place. Yeah.
But you're
Right.
just so used to just texting each other, like, hey, I'm up on the pool deck.
Yeah, that didn't even occur to me that, because you would just do that and say, yeah, I'll talk to you later, I'll send you a message, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
right.
what we're looking at right now, while we're talking about all this is the Pirate Night party up on top. So they just a lot of cover songs. And, I'll skip forward. Yeah, so they have different singers coming up. And then later on... Here we go. Oh no, I thought he was about to come out. When's he coming? Captain Jack Sparrow is supposed to be making an appearance. Jeez. Oh, there he is. There he is.
I was wondering what that thing up there was for.
Yeah, there you go. Just for that.
Yeah, of course. So he hasn't been cancelled there yet.
No.
Ooh. Let's not go there.
So, on a second night, and they had fireworks off the ship.
Of course they did.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, like where I was, the dang slide was in the way. But I mean, that's definitely computerized. They actually had it in sync with the song. Pretty close.
Please. Yeah. This pyrotechnics is going to do so much.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a fun time.
Imagine that they need to have rooms for that, for storing all the fireworks safely within the ship. Even if it
by the
explodes,
fuel tank.
it can't blow up the ship. You need someone to load it up for the show. Have people qualified to do that.
Yeah. I wonder, maybe they get that when we go to port and
it might be. Yeah, that could be. They have someone coming by and loading it up. Right. But all the logistics of all of that.
Oh, here we
Keep
go.
that running.
This is cool too. This is some technology, and the GoPro just isn't that great at night, so it couldn't really capture this in detail. But I was tickled to death about this. So we had a balcony on the side from a room, and at night, I feel like I only saw it the first 2 nights. They, on both sides of the boat, they have LED lights on the bottom, like inside the water.
What?
And at nighttime, they slow the boat down quite a bit. So, we're probably only traveling 20, 30 miles per hour.
Right.
And they have the lights. I thought they'd have it the same, but one night they had it to where it was like the lights were moving like that, so it made it feel like the boat was going a lot faster than it really was.
Right.
So yeah, you can kind of see, like I said, it doesn't pick it up that great, but yeah, I was really impressed with that, more so than I probably should have.
No. I would be impressed by that as well. It's kind of.
Yeah, I think a couple glasses of rum before helped.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would sit there on the deck or on the balcony and just have a glass of rum, looking out at the stars you can't see there, and just enjoy the water. It's just so relaxing.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's impressive. That's really impressive. Because I was kind of thinking I would go nuts being on a cruise ship, because locked inside a ship for multiple days. But I see you part. What's it called? Going off board, but that's not what it's called. You You're
Yeah.
leaving a ship, and it's so big. There's so many places to go and be and
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
Yeah. We honestly, we could probably go on that ship another 2 or 3 times and still not have done everything.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking. There's so much,
Yeah,
stuff
there's
to
a
do, and
lot of stuff to do, and
some things you want to do again. And,
yeah, and there's some things that are hard to get because they're limited seating. Like I really wanted to do a rum tasting, but it was full. I really wanted to do an old-fashioned whiskey tasting,
Yeah.
but it was
So
full.
they had that as well.
And luckily, I was checking constantly, regularly, both
Yeah.
before and while on the ship, trying to see if I could get a rum tasting. Somebody canceled, but I did manage to secure a beer tasting, and me, my brother-in-law, and father-in-law, we all got to do that at least,
Cool.
and that'll be a little further up. But this
Yeah.
right here is Castaway Cay. Castaway Cay is actually owned by Disney. It is part of the Bahamas, but Disney owns the entire island. And we're sitting on the dock here. We were actually supposed to be going out on a fishing, offshore fishing excursion, but it ended up being canceled because it was too choppy out there.
Yeah, okay.
It's Donald.
He was not angry that day.
No, he wasn't. Let me back up, actually. So this is the third floor. You can see down there. That's
from the
where
entrance.
we got onto the boat. Yep. So now we're on the third level from there.
So there's a stage above the stage.
Yep. Yeah. Just
Wow,
where the
little-
king and queen wave. And this is one of the theaters. They've got several theaters on the boat. Oh, and here we go. This is the beer tasting. Getting ready for that.
Whiskey tasting and rum. It's a very interesting. They make sure there are things for children and the adults as well.
Yeah.
So everyone are going to have a great time, you know. It's not just like the kids are going to say, oh, we want to go on a cruise. And you're going to say, oh, God, we got to go on a cruise. But you say, now you're going to say, I really want that rum tasting next time or that whiskey tasting. And yeah. So there's plenty of stuff to do for everyone. Everyone are having a good time. Yeah, that's cool.
See the beers going down. So, the Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge. So, this is apparently a big deal. And it was extremely hard to get a reservation to the Hyperspace Lounge. And I was thinking that this thing was going to be, like, huge. I don't know why. I just had it built up in my mind. I thought it was going to be, like, the size of one of the dining halls. And it was not at all.
Right.
You're about to find out. It made me realize why it was so hard to get a reservation. I'll just go ahead and play it and you'll see. So there you go. That's as big as it is. I mean, there's a little bit more right over there, but
Right.
I mean, that's it. So I mean, you got probably a dozen tabletops. You might be able to fit 100, 120 people in here. I don't know. So it was nowhere near as big as I was expecting. But it was definitely something I recommend going to. Especially if you're a Star Wars fan. It's
It also
Star
be
Wars
difficult when they're designing the whole place. How popular is this thing going to be?
Yeah. Really, the main thing is this right there. This it's an LED display. And so I just recorded it there, and just every few minutes you jump, and then you're at another
right.
place. You'll be at
Right.
Endor, and then another minute you'll be at Hoth, and just jumping around the universe.
Yeah. He had to
So-
look where are we now? He just
Yeah.
looked back the guy. Yeah. Here we are now.
And you can see, it's always just moving a little bit. So, it's trying
Yeah.
they're trying to immerse you in space.
That's cool.
And all the drinks are, Star Wars themed. I'm pretty sure you can get any drink you want there, but you're probably going to get a funny look if you order like a whiskey sour or something normal.
And get in the mood, be in the spirit for a little while, and
And
while you're there.
there are two drinks. There's one that's like, I forget the exact price. There's two drinks. One drink is like $200-$300, and then the other drink is like I don't know, like thousands. I forget. There's 2 drinks just absurdly expensive. I'm sure they're expensive for a reason, but
Gold in it.
yeah, I'd say, can I get a sample first? I don't know if I want to pay that much.
That's kind of
We did sample several drinks, and most of them we did not like. One of them was a non-alcoholic drink for the kids, and it literally tasted like a cleaning solution, like something you'd use to clean the floor with. It did
I
not.
tried a non-alcoholic gin. It was awful.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a lot more larger and more things to do than I have imagined.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, it
So-
was real. I was real impressed. I've been probably half a dozen plus cruises. Been on Royal Caribbean a few times. I mean, it's always been out of Port Canaveral. But yeah, this as far as I can remember, this is the best cruise experience I've had.
Cool.
And you pay for it. It's not cheap.
Yeah.
If you want to just try a cruise and you want to save some money, I'd recommend Royal Caribbean. A lot of stuff is inclusive on those as well. But
What are the starting prices here? You don't have to say what you paid or what they paid. But what you
it's
imagine
several
that it would-
thousand. I'd say like for the cheapest you could do, it'd be probably $2,000-3,000 for a small family to get the crappiest room you could get.
Right.
But for like a balcony and family of 3, 4, or 5, you're probably looking $5,000 to $10,000 for this cruise. And this was technically it was 4.5 day cruise, really. Yeah, you definitely don't enjoy that first payment, but
No.
yeah,
Nope.
once you get there and you're on the ship, if you get that behind you and past you, then just you get to enjoy it. You don't have to. You could just enjoy it and not even bring your wallet out.
Yeah, I don't have, okay, can't do that. That's too much. We need to save some money for tomorrow. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have paid it. We are here. Enjoy it. Cool.
Yeah. So thanks for watching, Martin. I appreciate you. And
Likewise.
the viewer, this is a little different format than we had planned for Total Tech Talk, but we took a little break there for about a month. We each had a couple. Martin had a couple weeks vacation time, and I had a couple vacations coming up too. So took a little break and got some footage, and wanted to share my vacation with you, Martin. And
I wish I had something tech related interesting for my vacation, but it was so utterly basic. Not boring, but it was nothing like to show that's impressive.
Technology, yeah. And I when I was taking the footage and everything, in the back of my mind, I was trying to get footage of the family and everything, and also in getting footage, I wanted to do a Total Tech Talk video and incorporate it too. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe. Let me know if you like this video, what you didn't like. If you go on the Disney Wish and you find some technology that I missed out on, please let us know down in the comments.
Something you should try next time.
Yeah, exactly. So I honestly, I'd recommend this to anybody, families for sure. If you don't care for Disney, then I wouldn't recommend it to you. But if you got a family, this is probably one of the best vacations you could go on. The parents can enjoy it. The kids can enjoy it. The kids can have their time. The parents can have their time. Family can have time together. I mean, there's just so much to do. Really, this was something I would do again for sure. I hope to. And maybe next time I can get some more behind the scenes footage. Maybe if Disney sees this video, please invite me over again. I'd like to do some behind the scenes footage.
That would be cool.
So we're going to end it there. Martin, unless there's any other questions, anything else you wanted to add?
Nope.
All
I
right.
hope you get better Wi-Fi next time.
Yeah. I hope they join Elon Musk and Starlink. So
Yes,
cheers.
Exactly.
Until
Cheers.
next time.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
What'd you think of that, Martin?
That was interesting. I learned a lot today.